Minecraft is the greatest video game of all time.
I would fake Down syndrome.
So if it's like some Pearl Harbor shit, I'm going to war.
I don't want to shoot myself in the
Although like sword fighting was so much cooler. My dad's like this super white guy. If someone's like, we're having soup for dinner, I'm like, fuck!
I have a gift for you.
Holy fuck. This is sick. If you guys had to be another ethnicity.
Mexican.
Mexican's not a bad pick though. They have a good work ethic.
She left me standing there with her long brown hair just blowing in the wind. Oh my, just my surprise, it happened once again. She left me standing once again.
Roll time. Roll time.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 95 of the podcast. Today we have Noah, Daniel, and Fletch. Or is it Fletcher?
Fletcher. You can call me Fletcher if you want.
Fletcher. You guys are a team. Well, you guys met each other a long time ago, but you make all the artwork for your albums, right?
Yeah.
And you were just talking about the percentile shit. So he gets 10% for the rest of your life. Any art he does. That's anything that's released right now. You guys, actually.
Yeah. I mean, that's
a good setup, honestly. Yeah, you just make some fucking... Dude, I remember when we did the podcast, you had that book that you showed me.
I brought it.
Book. Bro, that shit is so fucking nuts. I think I spent like a solid 10 minutes of the podcast just looking through it. Just going like this. Like, this shit is sick.
You're like, tattoo. I want this one. I want that one.
Your style is very like tattoo-esque. Like, it can be used for tattoos. Most of their art, which is sick.
Thank you.
Congrats on your new album.
Thank you.
How times are changing, right? How'd you come up with that name?
I sitting at my computer yesterday and literally just like
times are changing.
Yeah, I just wrote down some like cringy shit. I was like, album cover name.
I woke up and I like when you messaged me because I woke up so late today, but and then I checked out the album and it's very well representative of your music, I would say. I remember I think the one that I really listened to was Oh My My.
That one's cool.
That one. That one's really good.
I did like a chorus in the back of that one. Like in my dorm room. My roommates walked in and were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because I was in like, oh.
How long have you guys known each other?
What was it, like sophomore year?
Yeah, it was sophomore year study hall.
Of high school?
Yeah.
Nice.
So what, like 3-4 years?
Yeah.
What high school did y'all go to?
We went to East Chapel Hill High School.
I have no fucking clue what that is.
Yeah.
All right, if you had to describe that high school to me, how would you describe it?
Bubble.
Like,
just like everyone's like Chapel Hill's a very like everyone's kind of in their own little world place. I would say.
Would you say Chapel Hill is very pretentious?
Yeah.
100%. Talk about this actually. That's easy. Dude, are you still planning on like leaving, or what's your game
transferring
plan?
to App State, but I'm working on finding a place to live.
Yeah, because there's like a housing crisis in Boone. And hopping on it late as fuck.
We'll see when I get to Boone.
Wait, what's the housing crisis like regarding?
Just
like,
no houses.
Space?
Like, just no houses. Like I'm paying like I ended up like just like missing out on roommates and stuff and not hopping on it. So now it's like I'm in a solo like studio, which is nice, but like that price is not a very
How
pretty
many
price.
bedrooms was it? Like, how many people could fit in that studio?
Me.
Just you.
Yeah.
So how much is the studio?
Like $1,200 a month.
Fuck, as a college kid, that's fucking sad. That's my mortgage.
Yeah, so I gotta go like I gotta go make a lot of money this summer.
Fuck. So as musician, artist, also in the category of creative, and especially like being a startup, like starting it up and everything. Yeah. What do you guys do as odd jobs on the side?
Landscaping and like.
Yeah, dude, that makes sense. I did that in college.
Like I've always done landscaping. I don't know, DoorDash. Like I just like I find a bunch of random ways.
I used to
money.
Uber and Lyft. Do you do anything on the side?
I used to resell like clothes and like shoes and shit. That's kind of how I got into like fashion and art. That was like my introduction to it.
What was it? Every Wednesday you would sit there on the Supreme website?
It was Thursdays.
Thursdays. That's what you would do in
I'd be in class and I'd be copying shit off my phone, and my teachers would be like, give me your phone. I'd be like, I'm making money right now. Please don't take my shit.
Dude, that shit is tough, though, because, well, one, that you have to be on top of it no matter what time it is. Like, you're in school. That's fucking hilarious that your teacher... What class was it?
It was biomed. I remember my teacher would always be like, you're not paying attention to my class. And I'd be like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I did this shit before I came to class so that I could not pay attention right now. And then, like, we would get in these little altercations, and then I would either, like, be really happy because I, like, cop whatever. Or, like, I'd be pissed off for the rest of class because, like, I blamed on my teacher. Like, if my teacher hadn't fucked with me, I would have totally gotten it.
Did you okay? Like, let's say if you were to flip something off of Supreme, how much were you making net?
It would depend, like on every item, and there were some things where you could make like $30 shipped, and it's like that's free money, might as well.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna leave $30, but if you got like a good piece, you could make like $500-$600.
That's fucking crazy.
One sale, $500-$600.
That's it. You know, you were battling against like bots.
Yeah, I would just do it on my phone. I was like, this is kind of fun. It was like a game.
Oh my god. You know what baffles me? The new age of people who can find ways of making money at such a young age.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to like
now
make
it's
quick money.
So nuts. Like I mean, I'm still young, so it's great for me too. But I met a guy. He's 22. He's been on the podcast, Fitz, and he has his own business now. But before, he was selling Minecraft servers, and I was like, bro, at what age? He was like 14. I was like, motherfucker, you were 14 selling Minecraft servers? Like the fuck? Like I wish I knew.
It's just like making stupid money. It's like you're like 14 and like this kid shows you your bank account.
Yeah.
It's like $1,200. Like how the fuck did you get all that money?
That's
like,
during that like the bubble of like NFTs. Do you remember that shit for art? When people were selling art online.
That was a weird craze.
It was weird. It was like 1 year.
Same with Bitcoin.
Bitcoin was nuts. I still own some and I'm like fucking crying about it. I'm just gonna hold it forever. But
didn't it tank like fucking crazy?
Yeah, it tanked pretty bad. I did buy really early, but it's still like down. Yeah, so the whole market's down for even regular stocks. But I was gonna ask you guys regarding we were talking about how much you made the whole time with the music, right?
Yeah.
So do you know like the basis of like 1,000 streams, how much that's worth and shit? It's only a couple cents, right?
It's not a lot of money. I have the breakdown.
But then,
somewhere.
and I don't think people understand like for big artists, obviously the biggest artist makes bank, right? Yeah. But even then, like whatever money they make, they have to break it down for royalties for whoever the producer is, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, sometimes it's controlled by the label. So then the label makes all the money and they just pay them like a salary and plus like bonus. And I'm like, dude. The world of music, people don't even understand. There's like a great example, Blueface. He doesn't even own his music rights. So like,
oh, he doesn't?
I don't think so.
That's wild.
So if you think about it,
so he's just getting paid by the record.
Blueface. Yeah, and he doesn't get paid a lot. So all the money he's flexing is just the label's money that they're giving him to flex. It's like he actually does not make much money. Like his net worth is not as high as you would think it would be. And I'm just like, that's just so crazy to me. You can get shafted.
So I got $11 on 3,000 plays.
Oh, that's actually not that bad.
Yeah,
that's almost YouTube. 3,000. No, that's actually better than YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, for $11 for 3,000 views on YouTube, you're making like $3 to $5.
Yeah. So this has, let's see.
That's
it
weird.
Doesn't tell me.
Is that based off of just Spotify or is that any service?
Let me see. I can break it down.
Wait, so music might be better career than like YouTube.
Podcasting
or YouTube in general? Because like then I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but
so most of my money comes from where's Spotify? Apple Music has like $34. Spotify has like 47.
Okay, so a little bit.
There's
more
like
Spotify.
A bunch of shit on here. Like look at all this stuff that's released in it. It's like,
whoa. Okay, so give me this breakdown. So if you're releasing a song. Do you have a platform that you put it on and then it...
Yeah, so there's like a lot of different... You can't just directly upload to Spotify that I'm aware of.
Okay.
So I like bought a service called DistroKid and it pretty much...
I do know that
distributes it out to...
I'm pretty sure he uses that one.
Yeah, it's a pretty common one to use.
Okay, so it's similar to podcasts because I can't put my shit manually on everything because it's so much fucking shit, right? Like Spotify. Yeah. There's like some goofy ones like FM.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones on here.
You've never seen before.
Yeah, like
I use this thing called Buzzsprout, and then
NetEase, Pretzel with a Z and E. Like
if you got into art fully, well, you want to do fashion as well.
Yeah.
Into that, how the fuck would that's just such a different it's such a different sphere of selling than like what we're thinking about. It's just like digitally, right?
Yeah.
So everything's digital. You gotta worry about physical.
I don't really fuck with like digital stuff though.
Define that.
Like, I don't know. It's like, I guess that's not true. But I feel like a physical, tangible object will always be worth more to me. Because it's like I can hold it in my hands.
I'm thinking about that.
Does that make sense? That's
I know what you're saying.
When like you were talking about like NFTs, like I never really respected.
that shit was stupid.
There were some like artistically done NFTs where it was like, this is this is like a fully finished concept, but just selling like a picture for millions of dollars makes no sense.
Yeah, especially when it's
Like, that
digital. Like,
doesn't
you
make
can't
any
even
sense.
hold it.
That is definitely stupid. But
Like, someone can just screenshot the same flick.
I'm just trying to think of the argument of like the digital versus a physical.
Yeah.
Art, yes, 100%. I'm on board. Physical is always gonna be better.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to think of what else.
I mean,
'Cause
music,
can
no. Like,
only
I don't
be
want a
on-
fucking CD. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I think I
hate
should
that
print
shit.
some CDs just for shits and gigs.
I'm pretty sure like 80% of males that have a record player just do it for girls. Like to come over like, oh, just like I have a record player.
Here's my record
And we, like play it, and the girls are like, oh my god, like he has a record player. You know, like I'm pretty sure like every indie guy had like Tame Impala on a record on his. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy, like that guy who's like just a bullshitter. But I think music is just it's so much easier on digital. Like imagine
No,
being
for
back
sure.
in the day, dude.
I wouldn't.
Like that's
like,
just you have to like do
Or like
tapes and
DJs
shit.
like pulling up with like 400 different records
Yeah.
and just like mixing them.
You know what's funny to me? Have you guys ever been to like a big city and then you see, or even like a smaller city and you see those dudes peddling music still like in CDs like out on the streets?
yeah,
Yeah.
That shit baffles me.
It's like, because I'm not going to listen. I guess it makes more sense because it's like I'm maybe more likely to put it in because I have a tangible item where it's like some dude's like, listen to my Spotify. I'm
But it's
probably not going to go
2023.
listen. Yeah.
Like, who the fuck does that now?
That's like an
Yeah.
organic way to grow an audience, though.
That's true.
You feel me? Because like,
That's true.
if somebody is like, I don't want your fucking music, they're probably not gonna like your music anyway.
I will say with your argument for music, it will connect it to music.
Yeah.
You do have to like actually perform to gain like a
That is
base
true.
audience, like, and that's physical technically. Like you
Yeah,
have to
that
be
makes
there.
sense. I didn't
Like,
even think about that.
That's how Harlow started, and I mean I'm not a Jack Harlow fan. I just know friends that know him, and I'm like that's how he actually started. Was like he would just go to like coffee shops and just like start rapping. I mean most people are like that. J. Cole was like that. A lot of artists. So I'm just like, I mean you've been doing that all over campus, which is
Yeah,
fucking
it's the
sick.
same thing.
So what other performance you got lined up, bro?
Nothing right now.
You wanted to do the frat stuff, right?
Yeah, I think I'll probably play a couple Rush events, which will be fun. And then I'll probably play bars around Chapel Hill and Raleigh and Durham.
That's smart.
Just try to get gigs there and just like play for free pretty much because like
I know of two great ideas that I just thought of right now. Darties.
Darties,
for you
yeah,
are
yeah.
ideal. And there's a
or
bar
kind of
in
more that
Greensboro.
sunset vibe, low key.
There's a bar in Greensboro that you guys, I don't know because you guys are aren't of age if you guys can perform there, but
I
they
can
might
perform
be.
there.
Okay, you can perform.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
cool.
sure.
There's a place called One.
Plus, they don't ask the age. They don't ask you your age ever. They just
Nice.
They just kind of let you in.
There's a bar called 113 that you can get so many following from because everyone there just likes white people shit. Like I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate this fucking bar. Like, let me tell y'all this story, okay? So I'm hanging out with my friend. He lives downtown Greensboro, and 113 is like the only rooftop bar here, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, like where are we gonna go tonight? He's like, oh, let's go to 113 to try it out. I'm like, all right, I've never been there. I go in. First off, everyone there's white. Like everyone. So I'm getting ID'd, and at this point I had pink hair. So this is when I met y'all.
Yeah.
I got ID'd, and then I walk a little bit further. The cop IDs me.
a
And,
cop.
and then I walk a little bit further. Then the bouncer IDs me. So I got ID'd 3 times, and I'm like,
Who was
dude,
the
what
first person to ID?
just like the door person that takes cover.
Oh,
So, and the crazy thing is, none of my friends in the group got ID but once. So I'm like, is this like racial profile? I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I go inside, and every time you go there, it's live music, and they're all country or folk. That's why I'm saying you would fit it right in. Actually, a big country artist was there kind of recently. I forgot his name though. But like that's like the spot if you're gonna perform at a bar. That's where it be. It's like everyone's like white as shit. Like they love that shit.
yeah. I need to go. I need to go get on the bar scene for sure. That shit's. It's always strange performing.
At a bar.
Yeah. Or like
think your
in
music
a
would work
restaurant
there.
or something like that. 'Cause it's
Restaurant
like,
would be weird. Restaurant's weird because I feel like if you're thinking restaurant, I'm thinking of like a girl who's like singing like tunes and stuff, not so much
Yeah.
folk. Where at a bar, I think folk would work.
I think it depends on the place.
113 it would work.
Yeah.
They're so fucking
Maybe
white.
I'll email them. It's just weird because a lot of the places don't respond. Like I've emailed a whole fuck ton of bars up in Boone. I've emailed and they're just like booked up. So it's like
I feel like for bars, it's almost like one of those things that you might
gotta
have
make
to
a
actually
connection.
Be there and make a connection, and you find out that you're the owner. Oh, that's cool. I actually make music. Like,
and
blah,
it's
blah, blah.
tough too because like I can't go to bars. Like
I know. Well, what are you guys? 18 or 19?
19.
Yeah, you guys got 2 more years.
Yeah.
It'll be a big shift. Are you guys ready to be 21? Like when I was that age, do you guys appreciate your youth or do you guys can't wait to be older? What's more?
I'm chilling where I'm at right now.
Okay, so you're having fun where you're at. What about you?
It's been interesting because I think a lot of my life I really was like I want to be grown up. Like why is my body underdeveloped? I think I was conscious that I wasn't done developing. But now I'm like appreciative. I've been spending a shit ton of time with my grandparents, and I've been so like appreciative of like
that will do it.
Move type shit.
That will do it. Like when you hang out with older people,
yeah.
Then you're like, fuck.
I don't want to be that shit.
Yeah, it's like shit. I might have to take care of myself.
I think. All right. So if you guys were to give a number based off of what you guys have lived through so far, on a number on a age that if you had to live forever at that age, what number would it be? Forever, and it could be something that you guys haven't lived yet. So it could be any number.
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I feel like I wouldn't want to just stay at one place.
But we had to.
Like if I had to.
You had to. Like your body doesn't change. It's exactly whatever that age is. Like alcohol,
shit,
hangover wise, everything. Like physical, being, and mental, everything. You're like that for the rest of your life.
Honestly, probably right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say like a 22 or 23. Because you're like still young.
Or maybe around that age. Drink. And you're also legally. Like, it's like your brain's closer to semi-developing. Like
maybe that's why Leonardo DiCaprio only dates girls like that age.
It's just like.
He wants to be young forever.
I don't know, man. What would you be?
Fuck, dude. I haven't like.
I feel like I haven't lived enough to say like one.
That's true.
That's
why I wanted to take your guys' guess on what you guys think.
That's a tough thing to like. Because I have no fucking clue, like...
Dude, yeah, because then what if I'm like 30, I'm like, dude, 30 is sick.
Yeah.
30 was actually
And then
sick.
it's like... But it's... I feel like I've already grown so much in the past, like, year of just, like, being in college. Because, like, when you're dumped into college, like, you have no choice but to figure your shit out.
College is weird. College is almost like a limbo of, like...
Especially freshman year, too.
Yes.
Because, like, freshman year is the weirdest year and one of the coolest because it's one of the only times where you're just going to be dropped in this random spot with everyone in the same position as you... Not knowing anyone and just like, fuck it, we ball, like we're going out here, like.
It reminds me of that. I think college freshman year. I don't know if you guys feel this way. It was the last time in my life where I felt that feeling of like going, like nerves of going to a new place, like where like you remember when you first went to an open house and like it's a new school, like high school. Like an open house.
Yeah. You're like,
holy
older.
You're like, bro, yeah, that's
it's like going from like elementary school to middle school, and then like
the open house and
the high school freshman orientation. Like they did it the day before school, and I can still just like remember like exactly how it was.
You just thought it was so cool, like oh my god, upperclassmen.
Like, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
And then I think right when you leave college, that becomes like everyone's kind of the same age, like. Once you hit that where you were working, everyone is just kind of meshed.
Yeah, like yeah.
I see. Well, unless you're like really old, obviously, but like most like 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, they're all kind of the same. Like
yeah, like I feel like from mid-20s to like 30s and stuff are all pretty similar, and then like mid-30s to 40, like all of it. It kind of just like if you're in that age group, it's like
college is
your friendships expand. Like
yeah, it's weird. Wait, you're going to App. Are you ready for him to go to App?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be bowling.
Yeah, it'll be fun as
That's
fuck.
gonna be fun as shit.
Yeah, dude, I might just sleep in your apartment.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Split rent, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard many stories of motherfuckers who did that. Actually, like
that might actually like I
might
actually have to do that.
There's nothing wrong with it, dude. Especially with the housing crisis.
Bring a hammock up there.
He helps you, but the only trouble is like if you invite people over.
That's the thing, though. Like,
I can get out of your hair, though.
I don't want to kill him, and I don't want him to kill me. And like,
it's a studio; it's open format.
Yeah,
it's just one big. I looked at the floor plan. Actually.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get one of them.
I was in Europe with this.
It's a pretty small building.
I was in Europe with my roommate, and we were, obviously saving money.
Same building would be sick, though.
Oh, like what? Different studio?
I checked the availability of his apartment. But
that's expensive.
Dude, I don't think you could like.
I don't know, bro.
Because if my mom wasn't helping me, I wouldn't be able to afford it.
I would just have to work.
$1,200 a month, though.
That's just a full-time job.
With school.
Yeah, but dude, I came from
UNC.
Yeah.
I feel like I do fucking
like
school.
You do school at Ab.
That's true.
Acting like I
do school.
I mean, like I do school. Like I get what I need to get done, but it's not like I'm like sweating doing it. Like,
is your like motivation for finishing school and shit your parents' pressure, or like because you're doing music? Technically, you don't even need school for that shit.
yeah, but like I think it's smart. I'm viewing college right now as like a super expensive form of marketing because you're never going to have a more willing audience and a more like I'm dumped in with 20,000 people.
That's true.
One of these 20,000 people is bound to do something cool, and like if like I don't know, it's just like such a good way to network. Where I feel like if you don't go to college, it's fine. Like it's just harder to network.
I see what you're saying. You're using it as almost like an easy access network. Just as everything's right there, everyone's right there.
20,000 people. Like
I didn't even know.
People go to bars. Like tap rooms right next to my shit, which is where all the performances are. I don't know. That was kind of my whole thought process too, and also like marketing degree wouldn't be bad. Like I can figure my shit out with that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I had a marketing degree. I don't use it
yeah,
at all.
like,
But
I don't know.
It was a degree.
It's more of the fact that it's like stupidly you need a degree.
I'm surprised this
you don't need
going
one
through college. The way that we talked last time, you didn't sound like you were the type to actually even finish college. To be honest,
Dude, like
because
college.
if I were to do it again, I would have dropped out.
I don't know.
honestly.
Like it doesn't make any sense to me because in every like facet of like intelligence development or like developing a skill or like completing work, like being presented in an environment where you need to like do work to be like compensated, like whatever job you're trying to work at, you can just be trained to do it and do it well.
Nothing in college teaches you enough for
exactly that. I don't know.
I wanted to do this. Hold on, let me find it.
Did you pay for your college or did your parents help you?
We split it.
Did you feel like it was like kind of a pressure on you from your parents to?
Absolutely, because I think. Actually, I had a conversation with someone that was the same age as me the other day. I think my age group was the very last age group that college was like still viewed as like very important. And now I think your guys' age group, it's like a lot of the parents are like, it's 50-50. There's 50% parents that are like, no, you should still go to college. And then there's 50% of parents that they didn't even go to college and they're successful. So they're like, I mean, if you have a trade and you know what you're doing, then go figure your shit out. And like now the next generation after y'all, it's probably going to be even more towards the.
Because all society is just being able to add value to yourself so that you can make money.
Well, I think America should make college cheaper because it's just pointless how ridiculous amount of money now. Like it's getting absurd, dude. Like I remember seeing like there was like jobs that you would get 6 figures in college, like a professor of like a topic that no one fucking takes. Like there might be like one fucking class. Like it's like great ideas in physics. Like that was the dumbest fucking. I took that class. It was like 10 of us, and he only had like 2 sessions a week. This dude's getting paid $120,000 a year. So like you're thinking that's our tuition, and he's hosting a class that's like I've never used. Great ideas. It wasn't even like real stuff. You had to conceptualize the physics. I was like, bro, this is stupid as fuck.
It's just a made up class.
It was pretty much fucking bullshit,
it's just
dude.
a made up class.
Hold up. I had something for you guys, and I want you guys to take. It's like this quiz. Yeah, right here. BuzzFeed. Classic BuzzFeed. While
I used to run those quizzes in class.
Dude, same. And they got
that
this,
and like cool math games and.
Dude, I love that. That's still a thing.
Nah, they banned it. I think cool math games got deleted.
No.
Like shut down.
I used to use cool math games even back in.
What was your go-to
playing.
cool math games? I feel like this says a lot about you.
There was one that might be even too old. There's like this stick figure dude that you like go through like this map and you have to actually solve like math problems and shit. But like it was fun because there's like little mini games and stuff. That was a really old game though. What was your game?
Probably like the run games were fucking fire.
Games?
Yeah, there's like it's like blurb guy just like
just running.
Just runs through. It's like a Subway Surfers type game.
Oh, dude, do you guys remember when Temple Run?
Yeah.
Dude, that was like the king of
And then Subway Surfers came out and that was fucking fire.
What game in your guys like past do you think is the like role model game for your generation? Would you say? Like mine would probably be like Call of Duty. Like
Black Ops 2.
Yeah, Black Ops 2. Minecraft though?
I was gonna say, I feel like your guys' generation.
Minecraft is the greatest video game of all time.
It's genius, dude.
Or like, not even in the sense of like, because like you still have like 40-year-old men hopping on Minecraft servers and just like
I played Minecraft too. Like I
grinded that shit. Like I had a
Did you play
YouTube
survival?
channel and shit. I
You had a
was.
YouTube channel? No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
I love how everyone did that. I
Yeah,
did
no,
that
it's
too.
like everyone's just like, I want a Minecraft YouTube channel.
Oh my god. All right, I have a quiz for you guys to take, and I'm gonna put this up real quick. Let me do this screen record. All right, we're screen recording on my phone. And this is a team take, okay? This is a quiz to see if you guys know millennial shit, because you guys are Gen
Millennial
Z.
shit.
All right, what building is this ancient ruin of a popular store?
Blockbuster.
Yeah, gotta be
Okay,
Blockbuster.
all right. And then what? And what was this a part of?
Ah, shit. A Game Boy?
What's your guess before I?
What's
say
the last one?
back massager?
Or what?
It's computer mouse, Game Boy, NES controller.
I think it's a mouse.
Or it is actually a mouse.
Because it's got the
Damn.
ball in it. Yeah.
What the
This is like
fuck?
an old school mouse, bro. These used to be found in every car. What were they used for?
It's a
Oh,
single
lighting
line.
cigarettes.
Okay, so you guys know that. Of course you know that.
You gotta know that.
I've used one of those before.
Oh, what did this dog want? This is an old ass thing.
Oh, Taco Bell.
Okay, you. Did you
I have
know?
no idea.
Nah, I
Really?
just
It was
guessed
a
because it
Taco
was a
Bell commercial.
Chihuahua.
Oh, nice. The racism paid off. What company was the guy spokesman for? This was a hard one, but I do remember this.
Gateway?
What's your guess before I say it?
Dell. He looks Dell.
It is Dell, actually.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what the fuck Gateway is.
That's funny as fuck. What's the name of this phone? You guys probably. What's the first phone you guys remembered? Like vividly remember.
The
Like
first
that
iPhone.
I owned?
Just
Oh,
in
actually, no,
general.
it was a BlackBerry.
Yeah, the BlackBerry
Blackberry.
flip up ones.
Okay,
the
that was
little-
middle school for me. Blackberries was good.
That was like, dude, that
Dude, if
was like
people had that
elementary
BlackBerry,
school.
you were rich back in the day, because that was like the first. Like
I
whoa,
vividly
you
remember
have
the
a
iPhone
BlackBerry?
because like one of it was probably the 3 because I couldn't figure out how to turn it off.
Oh, dude, the 3G, the 3,
Yeah, the 3G, the 3G, and
dude.
I think it was the first one with a camera.
I remember when that came out, the iPhone, right? It's like people who had it first off had money. You had to have money because it was pretty expensive at the time, and the only
Not
games,
as expensive as they are now.
No,
though.
it's
A
but
phone's like a
inflation is
band
easier
now.
to make money now. So that's like a kind of the difference. But everybody has iPhones now. if you think
Yeah.
about it. So do you remember the first games you could download on those? Because it was like the shittiest games.
Oh, fuck.
It was Doodle Jump.
Doodle
Doodle Jump was
Doodle
big.
Jump.
I vividly,
It was
because
Doodle
I had an
Jump.
iPod Touch. So
Yeah, I
like,
had an iPod Touch first.
so like there was. I remember this one like SpongeBob game that Nickelodeon made. Like,
Shit, I don't even remember that.
fuck, what am I? What a Clash of Clans. Like,
Bro.
I still have my Clash of Clans account. It's,
I wish I had.
I've
mine.
had it since like 4th grade.
What
like,
town hall were you?
Let's see.
Did you ever get into Clash or any of those?
I
played
did
Clash
for a
Royale,
little
though.
bit. I remember I saw
I
like
couldn't
the
get into
ads
Clash
for it.
Royale. There's so many sweaty people.
I'm like competitive. Yeah, I'm pretty sweaty.
Yeah,
Like, what?
exactly, bro.
But
You're
that's the
probably
same
the
thing
reason I don't
with
play the
that's
game.
the same thing with Clans.
No, it's
bro.
not.
You were sweaty as fuck.
Let's see. Town hall. What is that?
10 or 11. That's got to be 10 or 11.
Little 10.
Yeah, I stopped at 11, so I was right past you. And then
I
stopped.
think I'm Town Hall 9.
Okay, so that was that.
Dude, and they have like this whole new builder base thing. Like,
Yeah, and
They
they,
have,
have
like,
like
3
new buildings
worlds.
too. There's completely new buildings too. I love how we're like geeking out on the podcast. We're like talking about Clash of Clans. But all right, well, real quick, you guys know what phone this is?
It looks like a razor.
yeah, I was thinking it was a razor.
That's so funny that you guys guessed that. I'm pretty sure it's a Druid. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
not a razor
fuck
though.
you.
It's
What
either
is
a
it?
Druid or Psychic. Because a razor was a flip. It was a Motorola flip. Because I had the.
Oh,
I remember the
I got
razor.
you, I got you.
What movie is this line? Or what movie is this from? Like just you
It's
guys know
Legally
that?
Blonde.
Oh, good shit. Who sings this song?
Oh shit, Nelly.
What's your guess?
I guess Nelly, yeah.
Classic. Very good. Very good.
Certified hood class.
What would you typically store in this?
That's her
Probably
film.
weed.
it was Phil. I'm dead. They probably did do that. you
Yeah, I
know?
mean, like-
what did the Subway used to be? Like that building.
Oh, Pizza Hut.
nice. Dude, Pizza Hut's still around. Like they're still kind of.
They don't really be looking like that though.
I don't even know this. I'm not gonna lie. I took this quiz right before you guys.
Yeah, wait. Hold
What
on.
is the name of this texting method?
The name? Oh, I don't.
The name of
fucking
the
know.
type of texting. Like you remember? So back in the day, you had to text. Like you had to press
Yeah.
to text.
Is it like
there was a name for it? I don't
Quick
even
text? Like,
know. That's what
I don't know.
actually try that. That was not quick text. What would these be used for?
Windows. Like, in a car.
Okay. What's this thing?
A blood pressure reader? I don't know.
What do you think it is?
Oh, it says.
Is that
Oh, it's a
pager?
pager.
What do you
I
think?
think it's a pager.
It is actually a caller ID box.
What the fuck is a caller ID?
Yeah, back in the day we didn't have it pop up, so you have to hook it up with the.
Oh, and
telephone.
then it would like
So
show
then
you
it'll tell
who is calling.
which house or who's
Oh,
calling. Yeah, that's
facts.
how, where would you play this game?
Arcade, probably. Oh, on what system?
Yeah.
I think it's a PC game.
What about you? Before I say it,
PS1, maybe.
it's a PC game. Yeah, wow, I'm surprised you know that. What website would you see this on? This type of messaging.
Probably
This is MySpace, I think.
It's gotta be
It is
MySpace.
MySpace. Good shit, boys. All right, what were you supposed to stick? one
Nintendo
of these?
64.
That's an N64 game.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Game
Dude, I fuck with N64.
goes hard.
I
What were-
fucked with the
what
GameCube.
What were these dividers for back in the day?
That's for like, oh, I don't even know.
Phones?
It is for phones, actually. Yeah.
It's like in a prison.
Yeah,
bro.
they had those in prison. Oh my god, these shits were so annoying.
Those are the
Everyone-
live, laugh, love Jesus. Phones.
Oh, what was
No,
it? It was
back then
Livestrong.
something
It was
else.
Livestrong, right?
It is Livestrong. You're
That's
right.
like,
Everyone
Armstrong.
wore those, and it was so stupid to me.
Oh,
That's
that's
Minesweeper.
yeah,
I love
Minesweeper.
that
Okay,
game.
classic. All right, so you guys are pretty good at this, actually. Who loves orange soda? This is a deep cut.
Emperor Marcus Aurelius.
I don't have
It's
any
from a
idea.
TV show. It's Kel. It's Keenan and Kel. But that's like you guys actually did pretty good. I thought you guys were gonna be way more shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
I
man.
did
We ain't no
younger
youngins.
people from y'all.
Yeah, you need to go like 14, 15.
Because you guys were born in what, 2002, 3, 4?
4.
I was 4.
Wow, that's fucking nuts. Dude, I remember I was on a date. Actually, even her, be like 2001. And I'm like, whoa. I always ask my dates, I'm like, pre or post 9/11? Like, I gotta know. Because if it's like, if it's post, I can't hang out with you because you don't understand what it was like back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so speaking of that, so what death? This is something I talked to somebody recently about. What death in your life, like celebrity death
Michael
or
Jackson.
that you remember where you were? Was it
Oh.
Michael Jackson?
I remember watching his funeral, and I was in my living room like, who the fuck is this guy?
So that was your most memorable, was Michael Jackson. Do you have
Probably.
one?
I
A
don't
memorable
know.
as
Well,
death.
Juice WRLD, obviously.
No, that can be an answer. No. That actually, that's in my list.
Actually, Kobe, like, I remember, like,
Kobe was
rolling
mine.
over and, like, waking up and being like, fuck. Like, I still remember, like, doing it. And I'm not even that big of a basketball fan, but, like, it was still, like,
I
fuck,
remember
dude.
Kobe.
Kobe
I remember
was mine.
Virgil. When Virgil died.
Or Prince.
I was like sick.
My parents were
got
down bad
sick.
over Prince.
That makes sense for you.
I got sick. when
Actually,
he
that
died.
makes sense
Because
with
it was out
Virgil.
of nowhere. He just died.
Yeah,
And he wasn't even
pretty
old.
iconic.
He was young
with
too.
but the Kobe one, I was at a grocery store and then like I saw someone post on their story about it, and it was just like when TMZ of all people fucking released the news, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, "There's no fucking way." I like called somebody. I'm fucking like about to cry. I go home and I start to cry, and I remember it actually caused the start of a breakup for me. Because this
Really?
girl is so insensitive. She was like saying that I reminded her of her crazy uncle or aunt for crying about Kobe. I was like, bro, it's fucking Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
You understand
man.
who the fuck this
And
is?
his daughter, too. Like,
His
that
fucking
shit's
daughter,
like...
Yeah, that was
bro.
tragic.
So sad. I grew up watching that and him play. That's how I got into basketball. But what about tragic moments? What one historical
Dude, we were
moment
talking about
did
this
you live
earlier.
through where you
We were
like-
literally talking about this.
All right, hit me with it.
Dude, this one's, like, sad as fuck, but, like, Sandy Hook. Like...
While you said Sandy Hook, you sounded like Alex Jones too. Like, do you know who Alex Jones is? You right when you said it, you're like Sandy Hook.
Fuck,
Sandy Hook.
dude, what he got sued
yeah. For Sandy Hook.
for... Dude,
It's
Mr.
not even
Street, you faked it. It's like, I don't think... that's a bold take.
That was such a crazy time. I remember I used to
That was
watch
nuts.
Alex Jones
How old
when I
were
was
you
like
guys? Oh,
in
no,
middle
wait.
school.
I think I was probably, like, 3rd or
Oh, so
4th
you guys
grade.
were actually living.
And
through
I
that.
was like,
Yeah.
scared to go back to school. Like, I vividly remember like talking to it, like, because it was over winter break, and so I remember like talking to other kids in the area, like,
Holy shit.
"Are you guys like sketched out to go back to school?" Because I'm like low key sketched out to go back to school.
Dude, and me being a human being, I feel like it's hard to put myself in other shoes. So when I'm thinking about you guys going through that, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I was in college. I wasn't even thinking about that shit. I was like, oh, that sucks.
You were
That's
in
really sad.
college?
because I'm about 7 years older than you guys. There's 6 years. So
Shit.
wait, if you guys were in middle school, I was in college.
I think we were in middle school, yeah.
Yeah. So I was a
No, we were in
freshman, so-
elementary school.
Okay, if you were in elementary school, I was at probably my senior or junior year of college then, or high school.
Yeah, we were 100% in elementary
But I
school.
remember it wasn't like super like. Obviously, it's very sad and it was a big moment, but it wasn't connected to me to the point where I was like, "Oh, should I go to school?" Like you guys are thinking about that because that is your age.
That
range.
was like, yeah, like
It's fucking scary and nuts.
it was.
bro.
That was like I vividly remember that, and then like.
I want you to talk about Alex Jones after this, like you getting into that, because I didn't even know Alex Jones till later. Like I didn't even know.
Dude, I fucking. We could talk about Alex Jones.
we could talk about him, yeah. 'cause
Dude, there's this one
I
clip where he's like, "Let's go rape possums."
Dude, he's so goofy, bro. And you know, back then I used to hate him. I used to hate him because like you would only know him from his InfoWars or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I saw him on Rogan. I was like, this guy is fucking hilarious. He's just a
Yeah.
comedian. He's honestly just a comic that is in the news.
He really
like,
is.
half his takes are
He's got some crazy fucking
insane.
takes, man.
The fucking reptile people or whatever the fuck, like with like Hillary.
Man,
being
Hillary's
reptile
definitely a
person, or
reptile.
I'm
I'm putting it out there.
That shit is
Yo,
so funny.
you gotta cut that. They'll kill me for that one.
Let's talk about the fact that Bill was on Epstein's island like a gajillion times, and they're like not talking about it at all. I'm gonna get my coffee.
Or like any of that shit. How it's just like,
Dude, you know,
bro did not kill himself.
we just talked about.
Bro, we're
this
gonna
the
get
other
killed.
day.
You're getting us killed, bro.
No, so the Epstein one is tough because it actually did release on the news, right? So
Yeah.
the actual Epstein stuff. But we were talking about this the other day, me and
None of the
roommates,
people
so-
who like popped down there had any punishments.
Do you guys notice, and like, you guys don't have much to compare to, but I'm sure you guys do notice this. The news cycle of our generation is fucking insane. It's like
It's not
a new
real.
thing, so
Yeah.
much that we don't think about anything anymore.
Well, and then they're
No
also
one's talking
not
about us.
covering
No
like
one's talking about
important
anything.
shit either.
True.
Like
Oh,
they're not covering this bank collapse that we're on the brink of, or like how the fact like we're about to like default.
And this is the conspiracy in me. Do you think it's on purpose?
Yes,
I
they're
think it's
trying to.
100%.
They're
They
trying
don't
to control the
think it is.
population.
Well, I don't
Don't get me started on
I don't
this
even
one.
want to go that far to say that that's for sure, but I do know for sure they're hiding certain things that will stress out the public. Like let's say, like Epstein,
Or the
Epstein
bank
thing.
collapse, like
bank collapse, Epstein, big things that everyone would be pissed about, right? Then they start talking about other shit like that's not important at all.
Yeah, it's
kinda
just
blush, mesh it all, pop news and shit. It's so crazy to think about.
It just like normalizes tragedy, I feel like.
Oh, y'all want to hear a deep cut? My ex-girlfriend's dad used to buy weed from Epstein's cellmate, the dude who probably strangled him.
Really?
Yeah, because he's from New York. He's from like the same area, actually. Yeah. It was crazy, dude. They had a picture with him. Like, 'cause
Really?
he was an ex-cop. He was an ex-cop in their area. It's north of the city. I forgot the name of it. It's a very renowned area, but he was a cop there. But he got busted because he was selling drugs, and he was one of his clients. Funny enough, and then
What the
they
fuck?
came out with the fact that this cellmate could have been the one to strangle him, and all that. Like, who knows what actually happened? You know, someone definitely went in there and just fucking murked his ass. But yeah, that shit is nuts, dude. And the only person
didn't
to go
they say
down-
he killed himself?
yeah. Or did he? Yeah.
That's
They
what
said
they
it was
said.
suicide.
With the cameras off and stuff. But
Yeah,
And
they-
the guards weren't there either.
but the theory is, dude, look at the fucking his ex. Like, dude, if they threw him like five bands, I'm sure that dude would have just strangled him. Like, you know, like five.
I feel like anyone in there would have done that shit for free.
Yeah, he would have. He would have died
Yeah, I don't
anyways.
know.
Like they
Yeah.
don't fuck with pedophiles in prison.
Yeah, that is. I think that
Did
is
he even?
the
Did he
lowest
have a
one.
cellmate?
He did.
They
It was
gave
that
him a
guy.
cellmate.
It was to watch him.
It's kind of surprising.
To watch him. Well, that's where the conspiracy goes into it. Of like, and the cellmate was like, if you look at a picture of him, like, yo, this dude could easily strangle this
Yeah.
motherfucker. Like, I really think he's the one who killed him. Like, who else?
Have you seen like the interviews with Epstein before they had anything on him?
No.
They would hit him with anything just to bring him into question him because they kind of knew what he was doing.
I did
but
hear
they didn't
about
have
this
any
CNN
like
lady.
hard evidence to like arrest him and try him.
Yeah, keep going.
And there's these interviews on the internet of like he's getting interrogated and the interrogator will
Plus
just
he's
be
filming
like,
the whole
"Is it
time.
true that you have an egg-shaped penis?" And then just like joke with Epstein, like fuck
What
with
would
him.
he
Would just sit
answer
there.
right?
He wouldn't like answer.
A lot of the
he
time
would
he'll
sit
just
there
go,
and, like,
"I plead the
smirk.
fifth." Like
Yeah, like he wouldn't say anything with it, so they would just throw anything at him and try and gauge his reaction to certain
That is
things.
nuts. I wish.
Just
I could
like
see
sit in the room and like kind of pick his brain.
Dude, it's so nuts. Have you guys ever watched docs, like documentaries, like weird?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so there's one that really freaked me out. It was
some of that shit gets scary. Like I won't watch the Alex Murdaugh one. I won't watch like
the modern ones. Fuck.
The Epstein one's fucked to watch. Like, I never watched that one.
Any of the modern ones?
I got 3 episodes in and I was like, nah, this is some dark shit.
What was the first one you just mentioned?
The Murdaugh one.
Is that the one that recent?
That's the South Carolina
That's the dude,
guy.
Yeah, that shit was like, fucking scary.
Dude, he was on
I
some
didn't watch
like,
the doc, but I knew about it.
I think he was doing like 90 pills, like some crazy
Bro,
amount of pills.
Like his wife, he killed.
I think he was involved in the cartel in some way.
Possible.
Because like he had so many drugs. Like he was on oxys, like 20, just like shit like that.
Dude, and you know what's so crazy to think about? For how many people are on this planet, there's so many fucked up people. Like think about all the pastors that like touch little boys and shit, and like all that. I met a girl once. She was an OnlyFans model that and we had like talked for a little bit. She told me the story. She lost her virginity at 14 to her pastor at her church, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? That's so fucked up.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, dude. It's like double her age and shit.
There's some fucking terrible people out there.
Fucked up shit, and we ain't talking about it.
Yeah,
because you know what? There was a puppy that like walked or some shit. They will like talk about that on the news. It's like a puppy walked on two.
The news is weird. They have like It's so easy to like control a population when you have like
propaganda and shit.
It's also so easy to spread it now. Like it's so easy to just like propaganda now is spread in so many different ways that we probably don't even realize it now.
All right,
because like back in the old days it was just like like in World War II it was just flyers dropped over you. And like that was the propaganda and like controlling the newspapers and the broadcastings and stuff like that. Like the fearmonger people, but like, or like if you look at some of the World War I posters of like how they like portrayed the Kaiser and stuff like that, like which is like valid, like that's how it was, but like it's very interesting how propaganda has kind of changed.
I have a good question for you guys. So let's say, in theory, all right, this is kind of connected. In theory, somehow we're in a World War III. You guys have to get drafted because you guys are at the age. Yeah. Well, I could get drafted, but it's less likely for me because you guys are at 18, 19, 20, 21, right? What the fuck would you guys do and feel, dude? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm not fighting. I'm not gonna.
Are you gonna fake an injury? Like, what do we do?
I'd shoot my. I don't know. I think it depends. So if it's like some Pearl Harbor shit, like, bro, I'm going to war, like,
right.
You gotta like.
Shit.
But if it's like the Iraq invasion or some fucking Vietnam type shit,
I'm
not going.
Fucked. Yeah,
Vietnam was fucked. I told you were gonna start talking about Vietnam.
Dude, I'm not gonna go to war so that
like
our country can make more money. I'm not gonna go kill people to make money.
Because the U.S. GDP is like
I don't give a shit like
so
that.
heavily based on
war.
Yeah, that's so. It's like we need wars to.
During Bush's era, the whole Iraq war shot us up.
That was oil too. Well, yeah. So it's like what's crazy is if you look at it, I think the Pentagon like loses like $1 trillion the day before 9/11, or like a couple weeks before 9/11, and then like Twin Towers go down,
dude,
and then we go right into Iraq.
Conspiracy was nuts. The whole like I watched like docs on that. I'm
yeah,
like,
no, that one's.
I don't even know. Like I don't know what's true and what's not anymore. I'm thinking how funny it would be this era of a war. Okay, so like hear me out. So you're young folks. You guys got guns now, right? And shit. But like motherfuckers are on TikTok like, hey yo, we out here in the motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. When I was on TikTok, I get like Ukraine war TikTok.
Like Suka Russia.
Yeah,
yo,
dude,
like,
that
hey,
shit
yo,
is
watch
crazy.
me snipe this motherfucker real quick. Just killed, like got a 3-kill streak. Let's go. Oh, that's my roommate. What's up? Yo, if you got drafted to war right now, would you fake an injury?
Hell yeah. I'm going back to college.
You going back? Yeah. You can get out of it in college?
Yeah. You're
oh, so you guys are good.
Yeah, so like that's
shit.
why it was such an issue with Vietnam because all the people who were getting drafted were poor people because they can't afford to go to college.
I actually did not know that.
So it's like as long as you keep a 2.0 GPA, you can say that's the only reson why my grandpa stayed in college.
Down syndrome. I would just like start acting like I lost a chromosome, you know?
Yeah.
Just
an extra one?
Unfit to
or an extra one,
I just grew a chromosome.
Yeah, I just grew a couple. I don't even know what I would do. Like, okay, if you had to fake an injury, let's say you have to fake one to
I'd
get
just
out.
shoot myself in the foot.
Well, that would be your game plan? The foot?
Yeah. Quick and easy. Shit would hurt like hell, but like I most likely won't die from it.
That's actually smart. It is quick. I'm trying to think of what I would do and
Take
where I would do
a
it.
little 45 straight to the foot. You'll be all right.
I use my hands too much, so I don't want to.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna
you
shoot
can't
my
fuck up
hands.
the
I gotta
hands.
play guitar. I mean, I can still get sturdy with it too, with like a
And then
shot
if you
foot.
do like a chip, they're gonna probably still draft you. Like if it's just like a little like, grace. I have to think like it has to be a legit injury though. What would you do? Foot?
Dude, I think foot is pretty standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I'm trying to think of what I do.
I don't want to shoot myself in the
Although
foot.
I
like
might have to do that. We might have to shoot each other's foot. We do a
I
triangle.
don't want to be
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Actually,
looked at
that'd be
as like a
efficient.
coward though. Like
1, 2, 3, boom! And then one of us doesn't pull the trigger. I'm like, you bitch! It's like I was nervous. Have you guys ever shot a gun? That shit is fucking weird.
I've never shot a gun.
I just recently, for the first
when
time.
you first do, so I remember like when I was probably 9 years old, and we went to
Some
my
country
dad
ass
used
shit.
to have a friend who made bullets.
What?
So he supplied bullets for the military. He had all the contracts and shit like that. There in the bullet factory, there's jobs that only women can have. I'm pretty
shit.
sure that could be a completely bold take, but I do remember him telling me that of like looking at the bullets once they're done, like only women can do that job.
What?
Or some that could be a completely
No.
wrong take.
You end up being the next Alex
But
Jones.
but that's
Fake-ass take.
that's what I remember him telling me. But I remember the first time I heard a gunshot, I was like, "Holy fucking
that shit's
shit!"
nuts.
That shit's like, and this was after the Sandy Hook shit too. So it's like that shit was
Scary.
real, bro.
Dude, you know what's fucking absolutely absurd? When you travel outside the country, with an exception of like maybe South America and maybe even Africa, like if you go to Europe, Asia, like those places, everyone views Americans as that dangerous place with guns. Like I literally was talking to people and they're like, "Oh, you guys are from America," and they're like, "Oh, like is it dangerous there?" I'm like, I don't think about that because I'm just like, we're in America. Like it's just like there are dangerous parts. Like we
I
go
own
to
pew pew.
Detroit
They own pew
and stuff,
pew.
and they're like, there's no guns there. Like the only thing they're scared of is like theft,
Knives.
That's it. Theft, knife, rape. That's it. There's no guns. Like they don't even fathom.
What's
the
your
idea that
take
someone
on
could just
guns?
shoot somebody. Ah, dude, that's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Pun intended. But I actually gotta think about that one. I think for America we're too deep. It's too late. If we take it away now, there's gonna be way too much shit.
Well, I mean,
So-
it would cause a civil war.
Yeah, it would
be the downfall of
Actually,
America.
be like Texas would rise up,
Yeah.
and
Like
then it would there'd be factions, and like I don't know where I join. You know, like do I join the Southerners because they know what like they're not scared, but then you think about it, like you already lost the war, y'all. You gotta go around too.
I don't know, man. I think the South has enough. Well, because shit, what is it? For every American, there's like 7 guns.
Yeah.
Like we are
Yeah.
outnumbered by guns, like
So
compared
that's
to
that's
population.
my take. But if realistically speaking, if there was a way where we were to, like, if I could have raced it at all, I would, because guns are fucking scary. And having that power of shooting that shit where you're like, damn, if someone could end, but it's just too late. It's
Dude,
not
sword
realistic.
fighting was so much cooler.
It was cool, dude. Imagine you have to duel a motherfucker.
It's
and,
like you gotta be like, let's go, motherfucker.
y'all would be fucked because I'm fucking Asian and we have like katanas
Ah,
and shit.
shit. You got
Y'all
like
ever
the
seen Kill
samurai
Bill?
swords
Like that
and
shit's
shit,
just,
man.
y'all be done, dude. And we're nimble and short, so it's like you have less to hit.
Wait, samurais were Japanese, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Samurais were Japanese, and then actually I think that's the only. Well, there was like some swords in like China, but I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
But yeah, that shit's fucking nuts. And then think about what was before swords. What do you think they
Rocks.
even did?
Just beat the shit out of each other.
They
Big
still
stick.
do. Wait, they still do that
Big
in.
stick, like.
Big
They still
stick.
do that in like
Shit, where
Arabic
is it?
areas where
It's-
they'll like stone a motherfucker. Dude, if a girl gets raped in certain countries, if she gets raped, she gets stoned. In certain countries, there's a whole fucking movie about that on Netflix, actually.
What the
Where
fuck?
yeah, it's like I'm not gonna say obviously not all Muslim culture, not all like Arabic culture, but
Yeah.
there are countries where it's so fucked up towards women that if they get raped or if they because it's to them it's a sign that they cheated, even though someone else like and they get stoned and shit. I'm like, bro, that's nuts.
What the fuck?
So yeah,
Other cultures are wild, man. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of. It's just crazy if you think about how many like different cultures there are.
I think it's a requirement for the youth, like our age group, even younger and so forth. At some point in your life, you have to travel to a third world country and another first world, because then you get to experience like, oh, this is how they view us, and this is how it's different.
Yeah. I don't.
Where would you go, third world? You had to go for like 2 weeks. What country?
I'm going Philippines. I'm Filipino, actually.
You did tell me this,
Filipino.
I think.
You were the only person I've ever heard to also say Pinot before.
Pinot, yeah. Little Pinots. Philippines, I would probably pick Philippines. Philippines is dope. I've been to Vietnam, but Philippines would be sick,
I really
actually.
love the Philippines.
You guys would be viewed as royalty there, actually. They love white people.
They like redheads, too.
Oh, I didn't know that, but I know they like
I
white
think
people.
they like redheads. I don't know.
I don't know. So it's weird because
You
my
guys are the
dad's
black
like
people of white people. Yeah,
my
continue.
dad's like this like super white guy, and like, but all of my life growing up, he made like Vietnamese cuisine. Like that's what he. Yeah.
Your
Like,
dad did that?
yeah. So it's like all of my life growing up, like we'd have like 5 spice chicken, like just a whole
Was your
bunch
dad in
of
the
like.
military or anything? Did
So-
he fuck a Vietnamese lady at some point in his life?
Not that I know of.
What?
He still is. He has a restaurant now.
What?
In Ocracoke, and it's like Vietnamese. Like, so I've like grown up on like Vietnamese flavors and stuff like that.
I have to try that.
It's fucking fire. Like his
Well, I
banh
just need
mi
to
is
try it because,
fire.
like, I'm just thinking about how, like,
Banh mi is
white
Vietnamese,
yeah,
right?
it is Vietnamese. You're
That
right.
shit is like it's one of the best banh mi's you'll have.
And the crazy thing about that food specifically is it was originally French because they took us over and then
Yeah.
we put our own shit in it because that's why it was a French baguette. But we put our own shit in
Yeah.
it. And yeah, it's just nuts. But that's so fucking cool that your dad does that. That's,
Yeah, so it's like y'all both looked at me when I said my dad's this super white guy. Y'all both looked at me like, where is he going with this one?
yeah. You did sound like Alex Jones earlier. Now you're talking about super white things.
No, but like
Who
yeah, so
knows?
it's like I grew up on Vietnamese like
That's dope.
flavors, so I feel like it'd be pretty cool to go to the roots of that once I've
Vietnam
gone.
is for if you're specifically staying in the tourist areas, it's sick. It's definitely sick. I'm going in January again, but I would go to Vietnam again. Yeah, I love that. Well, I also speak the language, so it's like it'd be easier for me. But they like white people there too. But you have to be careful not getting robbed if you go to like
Sketchy
anywhere
area.
sketchy. Like if it's an alley, don't fucking walk.
Don't
Like,
go down the alley.
Even if it's a shortcut, whatever. Like
Don't go down
because
the alley.
they know if you're American. Even me, who is Vietnamese, they're gonna tell that I'm American. So they're gonna know that we make more money than them naturally. Because dude, our money to them, it's great. It used to be even better. Like when I was 10 and I went back there, $1 here could get you 2 meals there. Now $1 here could get you half a meal. So about $2 for a meal there.
What?
Which is
$1
still cheap.
for 2 meals?
2 meals back in the
Like
day, bro.
full meals?
Like bowl noodles, fucking like meat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pho Vietnamese?
Pho is Vietnamese. Yeah, you're
Pho
right.
is one of my
Wow.
favorite foods.
Pho slaps hard, dude.
We were
I ate
talking
pho
about this.
last
Do you
night.
fuck with soups?
I love soups, bro.
Because I fuck with a lot of Asian soups. I fuck with tomato soup, and but overall, like if someone's like we're having soup for dinner, I'm like fuck.
Oh, okay.
I don't want no soup.
American soup sucks.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah.
Besides tomato.
Tomatoes
kinda-
got, but
bro,
with
grilled
the
cheese,
tomato, you need a grilled cheese.
Yeah, you
have to have a
it.
grilled cheese.
It
I
has
don't
to be
want
something to dip or garlic bread. Garlic bread's fine to dip in it.
not
I've
grilled
done that.
cheese. I'm
Yeah,
standing
grilled
by
cheese
it.
is
You
the
need
best,
the
dude.
grilled cheese.
I will say with American cuisine though. So fun fact: when we first came to America, we all had diarrhea and threw up. But I didn't. I was a baby. But they all had diarrhea and threw up when they ate American cuisine because there was so much sodium. It was like the first time their bodies just weren't natural. They ate McDonald's. Like
And
it was
so
crazy.
greasy.
Yeah, it could have been that. But I will say, bro, you guys have burgers, steak culture here. Yeah. Like I'm trying to think what
Meat.
I would
Smoking
say
a
barbecue.
pig?
I would say barbecue, but it's particular. It has to be like banging. Cause I've had like shit barbecue too, where you're like
Shit barbecue, like
you're kind of disappointed. Yeah, but I don't like pig that much. Like pork.
I fucking love barbecue.
I like ribs.
Someone
I'll
tells
fuck with
me
some ribs, though.
that
Or bacon.
they're making a pig. I'm over there in 3 seconds.
Dude, you know what's nuts? Like Asian culture will kill the pig. Like they'll get the pig and just kill it in the bag and then barbecue it.
Yeah, I fuck
That happened to
with
my 8th birthday. I like ate.
Hey, piggy!
Well,
Oh, no more piggy!
All I heard was the squeal, but like there's a bunch of like older like Vietnamese dudes just fucking like gutting a pig.
Where were you born?
I was born in Vietnam,
Okay.
South Vietnam, and then I came here when I was 1 year old. So I'm pretty much American. I just missed the mark by a year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually like I joke about it because I'm like, if they had waited 1 year, dude, I wouldn't have to go through all the complications of like my birth certificate.
Yeah,
Because when I had to go to college and shit, I had to bring all my shit, like all documentation. That shit sucks.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit, man.
He had to do that too, because even though he's white, he's from Croatia. So he was born.
Okay.
He was born in Kosovo. So he had the same fucking shit, dude. If you guys, all right, here's a really good question. If you guys had to be another ethnicity,
Mexican.
you're going Mexican.
Yes.
What's the reasoning? That was quick too.
I've thought about this. I don't know.
I've also thought about this.
I don't know. I just like
You can be like, hey, Holmes.
I fuck with Mexican culture. Like
They got good
I don't
cuisine.
know. Like the food's fucking fire. Like
Some of the
the
baddies.
music's fire.
Some of the girls.
They have a good time.
Music is fire.
Like
Okay, do you think instead of folk, you would have been like one of those like
mariachi guys.
No.
I'll pull up what I play, bro. I'd be like, although I may go to mariachi. That
That would be fucking.
shit cracks me
Dude,
up,
you would be a hilarious Mexican.
dude. But like,
Like if we have like just put a fucking Mexican mustache on him and like tanned him out a little bit, he's in a mariachi band.
dude, like this is the shit I'd make, bro. Like
Oh,
this shit
shit.
is fire.
That is fucking gas.
The amount of times I'd play this boxing in my car. Like,
Oh, that's fucking fun. What about you? What ethnicity would you pick?
Dude, I don't know. That's a tough one.
While you think, I'm going light skinned.
really?
Yes, they have
Okay.
the best
That
of
light
both
skin
worlds.
is?
Yeah,
you
you're
get
right.
Fucking black genetics, fucking superior. Let's be honest here. They have the best fucking genetics in the game. I'm gonna be fast as shit, or I'm gonna probably play basketball, like, or some shit. I'm gonna be tall, and the Riz, bro. I could just squint my eyes and go like this, and then girls are gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Yeah, the light skin Riz does go crazy.
or I can sing. Fucking light skinned people can always sing. Chris Brown and shit. It's just like I don't know. You just have like the and you're not too black to where you'll get shot by a cop. You know, like I'm like if I go straight black, I could have superior genetics, but I might get shot by a cop. So I'm like I'm gonna go light skin. I'm gonna play it safe. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. That's fair.
I say anything on this podcast, by the way, guys.
That's fair.
That's what I'm going with.
I gotta stick with Mexican though.
Mexican's not a bad pick though. I understand that pick.
Like, I don't know.
They
man,
have a
'cause
good
I can
work
live
ethic.
on. I can live on like.
They do, bro. They work hard as fuck. Mexicans are the Vietnamese of the Asian culture, bro. They work hard. My dad was a plumber when he came to America. All his fucking plumbing buddies, Mexicans. We're all homies with them because they worked hard as shit. They didn't understand a lick of their language. We were just like hanging out together. I would pick. All right, what? This is gonna get me canceled. What ethnicity would you not want to be?
Bro, I'm not answering that question. I can't
I would have
answer that
said
question.
white, but I'm not gonna say white because whites there is such thing as white privilege, and that's pretty great. So I'm gonna almost say. Actually, I do know this answer, and I have friends of this answer, and I'm okay with saying this. And it has nothing to do with you guys. I love you guys, but Indian, because Indian guys get the most fucking hate on dating apps, bro.
Really?
It's a known thing. Like Indian guys, it's just you have the lowest percentile of having Riz. It's just they need a K-pop revolution. Cause the Asians used to be that until K-pop came out.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh my god, like BTS and shit.
Yeah.
Like, so they need that revolution, dude.
I fuck with Indian food though.
Indian food's
Indian
Chapel Hill.
food. Naan's fire.
Chapel Hill is one of the best Indian spots in North Carolina.
Really?
For food, yeah, absolutely. For Indian
The lady
food.
who just cut my hair, she's like my aunt essentially. She's Indian.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her to make me some like homemade Indian shit.
Indian fucking cuisine.
The thing is though, is I like haven't really ever eaten it. Like
Really?
I've probably had Indian
You guys have
food
some
like
restaurants there.
twice.
Oh, okay.
Well, we don't really eat out a lot. Like we've always been a eat-in family. Like because I love cooking. Like
That's good.
yeah,
Saves
like
money.
he loves cooking too. Like
Oh, hello, chef. We stopped
Yeah.
talking about like how I would make money, but I work in like kitchens and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So, well, wait. What was your first job?
My first job ever was at this like barbecue restaurant. Funny enough,
No way.
it's like this family-owned barbecue restaurant. It's called Big Belly Q.
Hell yeah.
and it's this it's just like sort of celebrity chef. His name's Garrett Fleming.
Oh shit!
He's
That's
been on
sick
like
as
Top
fuck.
Chef.
What?
He's cooked in like amazing
were
ass
working
kitchens, and I was like his only employee.
Okay, so let's say in a hypothetical, you own a restaurant. What kind of cuisine would you?
Dude, that's a tough
Chef up.
question. I don't know.
You too.
Fuck.
Would you go the Viet? You should do Viet barbecue. Mix the two.
Dude, see, the thing is, though, is like barbecue restaurants are the hardest things to do.
Hard. Dude, they have to smoke all the meat like early as
Have
fuck
you
in the
seen? I
morning,
watched how
like-
the Texas smokehouse ones work. Like that
Oh, yeah,
shit
yeah.
is great. Like,
It's a lot of extra effort.
and it's, I guess the turnaround's pretty good when you get it going. But like,
Yeah.
if it doesn't get going, you're swimming in crippling debt because
Yeah.
brisket ain't cheap, barbecue's not cheap.
Nope.
The labor's not cheap either because you're spending 10 hours on it. What? Like, how much is it to? It's at least 12 hours
It
to
takes
smoke a full pig.
forever.
Yeah. If you want to do it correctly, yeah.
If you want to do it right and get that shit good, like,
Yeah, I have a friend who owns a barbecue place in Burlington, and like I would see his workers like they're at the crust of dawn, just getting their shit prepped for the next
Yeah.
day, and I'm like, oh my god.
or it's like the Texas ones. It's like they start. I forget how many briskets they do.
I haven't had enough Texas brisket. I've only had
I haven't
once
either.
in
I've never
Houston.
had. I need to go get Texas brisket. I've
They
been on the
live or
Eastern
die.
Carolina
They live or
barbecue.
die with barbecue, and like there's like constant debate.
We got different kind of barbecue.
There's debate over Texas versus South Carolina versus North Carolina. Like those are like the three big barbecue states.
Technically Eastern Carolina.
Yeah, but there's
but,
Western too now. Like their own like.
I
little
thought
blend of
Western was like
barbecue.
the Texas style where it's like the ketchup
Kind
based
of,
sauce.
but it's like a blend because you can't really have Texas style unless you're actually in Texas. 'Cause
Yeah.
they do their own thing. So I don't know.
They're
I
big.
don't know.
They're big focused on brisket.
What
aren't they?
kind of food would you chef up?
I think I might just do like American fast food, just like good ass fast food.
Really
Yeah,
interesting. Like
because like fast food is fire, but
fast food is fire.
I like to do a fusion place kind
I
of.
don't know.
Fast food is fire.
McDonald's is ass now. Like
Yeah,
McDonald's
Dingus
quality
Dongus
is just
isn't good
consistently
You
turning.
guys
to
have
shit.
a comeback shack, or you guys have comeback shack. I fuck with that place.
Shit. Oh, up at Boone?
Boone, yeah.
I've never gotten it.
Really? It's pretty
I
good.
mean, I'm broke as shit. Like,
That's
I
true.
don't- I just be grubbing at the dining hall. Like, only
You're,
place I ate there is probably like Bojangles and the local
You're gonna be
one.
even
my
more
mom-
broke now with that $1,200 payment a month.
I need this music shit to blow up. Real bad.
Everybody go stream Daniel music.
1 cent per
on,
stream.
on Spotify right now. Speaking of music, what would you perform today? If we had you perform, I bet you brought out your guitar and everything.
Probably standing there or something like that.
Are you gonna serenade us? I would love for you to.
I can if you pass me.
Yes, I got you. This is gonna be a first for the podcast.
You may want to.
Yeah, I'll move it and I'll adjust the sound.
Okay, let me see that mic right there.
Uh-huh.
You may want to.
I'm gonna mute mine.
Here, let me see that real quick.
Oh yeah, you can listen to yourself while you're doing it.
Shit, these ones
Actually,
get confused.
I'm gonna unmute real quick.
What the fuck?
Gotcha.
There we go.
Yes, sir. This is nice. What song is this gonna be called? Or I can hold this for you.
Yeah. I guess. Yo, there's like a lot of reverb.
Who cares?
Nah, I don't. What'd you say?
What do we? What song is this?
Standing there. Hopefully this isn't too loud. You may want to go down on mic 2. Yeah, and then probably boost 1 up just a bit.
That's gonna be this one.
Yeah, so go down just a little bit, but yeah, probably right there. Hey, pay attention to me.
She left me standing there with her long brown hair just
Dude, that was so fucking sick, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the little clapping. Dude, I've never had that, like, where they performed on the podcast. It was actually really fun for me because I'm just like experiencing this. I'm like, dude, this is nuts. Holy shit. When did you, okay, now after you performed, I have a question. So when did you discover the talent that you could do it in a live setting? Because I feel like anybody can find out that, oh, I can sing or I can do this, but in front of people, that becomes a different thing.
I don't know.
You were always just built for it. Like, you never had nerves or anything?
No, so I started music playing drums.
Right.
In like a band in like from like 5th to 7th grade probably.
Yeah.
And so started playing drums, and then the guy who owns the fucking shop just gave me a guitar. And just...
It just started.
I just kind of... I'd sit there and just play like...
That music is so fucking sick live. It becomes like extra dope live. That was just...
I wish that I could like
amazing.
figure out how to like record shit.
That was so great. Like, I love that. That was so
Thank
fucking
you.
awesome.
I appreciate it.
That really made me fucking happy. That gave me like serotonin. I'm like over here like, dude, fuck yeah. Wait, okay. I have a quick question for you, Fletcher, after you're done with that. Are you, the first time you saw him perform live, how did it feel for you as a homie?
Dude, it was so sick.
Yeah, where was that at?
It was really cool. He played a show at Beta, so I went to it, and it was like 10-minute walk from my dorm. I was like, fuck it, I'll go.
That's fucking nuts.
It was kind of, the beginning was a little bit annoying because it was like frat setting.
Oh.
And like nobody.
It was at daytime or nighttime?
It was at nighttime, and it was like just the fraternity.
Okay.
So I didn't really like, I don't know, they didn't really want to like talk to me, I guess. But like, they weren't really helping like set up the show and shit and like know how to figure everything out by themselves. So like,
so you were the only one really helping.
They invited him to play, but like they didn't really seem like very enthusiastic to like watch you, in my opinion at least.
How do you feel about that?
I was drunk. I was cooling.
Okay.
I didn't give a shit. I was just down to have a good time and like.
I don't know why I envisioned this, but I just envisioned you doing like a collab with a different genre, but adding the folk to it. You know, like a lot of new age music is doing that, where they add two kind of genres meshing. Because they're like, imagine his voice and his tunes in like a Marshmello song. Like fucking EDM shit. That would be fucking nuts. I just envisioned that. I don't know why. Because you have a great voice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, when did you discover that shit? Like, who told you? You're like, oh, you're actually fucking talented as shit.
I don't fucking know, dude. It was probably Fletcher.
Yeah, they
Really?
might have been me.
It was probably
fucking
Fletcher.
awesome.
So the first person who because I guess I wrote a song and sent it. That was the first song that I wrote, and I sent it around to all my friends. And I remember that was the first good song that I wrote.
That's a great.
Because I started like not that song.
Oh, okay.
I started not even good song, but first like decent enough song where I was like, okay, this isn't terrible.
Right.
Because I had been like writing stuff before, but it was weirdly pop country. Like, let me see if I can find some of the lyrics.
Wait, okay, so real quick, while you're doing this, I'm gonna plug you. It's Noah Daniel Music, or it's official Noah Daniel Music. What's it on Spotify?
It's just Noah Daniel.
Noah Daniel Music, and new album just released today.
Yeah, on Spotify today. It came out on Apple Music yesterday. I don't know why.
Fuck Apple Music, that's why. You guys gotta check it out. Times are changing, and you've had like 4 projects now, right? Like albums, 3 or 4. You put them out, or is there even more?
This might be the 5th.
5th? Jesus Christ!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
But so it's crazy. 2 of them are singles. 3 of them are singles. The other one's one's a 5-song EP. Like a 6-song album type thing, 7-song album.
Just imagine in 5 years from now, you on tour doing like a line, not like 5. Yeah, honestly, 5 is pretty realistic.
Dude, I'll go up and perform and just be like, hey, this is what I want to fucking do.
You're there. Fletcher comes out. He's just in the background drawing shit as he does.
Nah, his tour job is to throw joint roller.
Oh yeah. Billy's fucking playing the banjo. And then I'll come out to a show for sure.
Yeah,
that
you
shit
got
would
to.
be nuts.
I guess
dude.
I'll give you free tickets or something.
Oh yeah, dude, that would be fucking nuts. I'd be so out of place, dude, because everyone's gonna.
Oh,
be
dude, you would be
shit.
so out of place. I'd have to bring you backstage.
Oh, that'd be fucking nuts.
I would have to do some shit like that. Like,
what's okay? So let's say you're at a festival. Okay, you're performing at a festival now. Who would you want to go on before you, and who would you want to go on after you?
Whoa, I never even thought of this one.
Yeah. Who would you want?
So
Because you listen
ideally-
to different music. Completely
Ideally,
random.
I wouldn't want anyone going after me.
Okay, so you're the closer.
I would want to be the closer.
All right, pick 2 openers then. For you, let's say you're attending one of his shows, and I know you'll have a different taste in music. What would you want his openers to be? It doesn't have to be the same genre.
Like dream openers? Dude,
Just
there's so many
ideal,
fucking
bro.
people,
Yeah.
bro. This kid named Sam Barber's super fucking good right now.
Sam Barber, interesting.
He would be cool. This guy named Aiden Canfield.
Okay, Aiden
I think that's how
Canfield,
you say
Sam
it.
Barber. Who was your pick?
Or like
Steve?
Zach Bryan or someone like
Zach
some
Bryan.
shit like that.
Zach
Like,
Bryan's a good vibe. Like every time you go somewhere, everyone's gonna be having a good time.
yeah.
I really like Childers.
Oh, he's
Childers
great.
is fire.
Yeah, he is a really great.
Out
he
of
has a
like, I
great
don't know,
voice.
what is that genre of music called? What would you describe him as?
You would probably know more than me.
Like Appalachian folk music.
Childers,
Probably.
really? Yeah, I could maybe see that. Yeah, 'cause it's definitely different.
It's like, because he grew up in West Virginia in the damn, I think it was West Virginia, in the mountains. So it's like, that's kind of, you can hear it in all of his
It's
shit.
also more your vibe too. Like I love this guy, but he would be a terrible opener for you. It's Sturgill, because I feel like he's just too like down.
Hype.
Oh, hype! I would think it's the opposite. Some of his music that I like is very
Really?
like deep. Like I gotta get high as shit half the time. It's like,
Like, what
okay.
song?
I gotta look up the ones that I have on my actual playlist. I haven't been on this playlist in forever.
Like, this is what I think of when I think of Sturgill. Like,
Oh, I don't know this. See, that's probably why.
well, I've been spending all my money on weed and pills, trying to write a song that'll
Okay, so
pay
maybe
the
he
bills,
would
but
be a
it
great
ain't came
opener.
yet.
If he's playing music like that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Interesting lineup. All right, now you're at a country and folk and all white people shit festival, right? But you have to throw in a rapper because you know they do that shit. So like if you go to a festival like Blue Ridge, which is all rock festival, they'll have one rapper each day.
Just for
what
shits
would
and
your rapper
gigs?
be? Yeah, it's just to throw so you're not like fucking doled out from one genre.
Yeah.
So they throw that. Who would your rapper be?
Dude, right now, like, Big X the Plug. That dude's fucking fire.
That's
dude's
like 180.
That shit's, dude, like, let me see. Because my friend, like, he made that song, Texas, and my friend Harrison has just been, like, grinding it. But, like, this is such a fire beat, and he just, like, spits on it.
Bro, like, you going on
That's
after
so
this,
vibey, like,
that would be
I'm
so
saying.
fucking funny. Do you guys have homecoming, like, performances at or, like, any, like, big performers that come by?
I saw Luke Combs. That was when I really realized, I was like, I want to do this shit for the rest of my life. Was like, it was
We had
2021.
T-Pain.
T-Pain was your guy?
T-Pain and Waka Flocka.
What the fuck?
Would always
And they're
come
like
through.
performing at clubs now.
Yeah, Waka always came to Wilmington, bro. Like, the bars there.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and, like...
Because he's a pretty big name.
Yeah.
To be playing at Mall, like, he's got to have no money. Like, they must have fucked him over on the record deal.
Maybe. I didn't even think about that. It could be.
Dude, a lot of the rappers get fucked over because
Yeah,
it's like
it's
they're
lifestyle.
probably like $300,000 like signs, but their royalties are like probably like
They don't own any of their own music.
Yeah.
They don't
Well, you
actually
gotta
make
think
any
about
money.
it. It has to do with the environment and what they're taught. Like you gotta when they're kids, most of them are in the streets, so they're not thinking
Yeah.
about that shit. And then someone comes up to you like they see the talent, but they're not gonna tell you that. They're just like, hey, I'll give you this much money and I'll put you on my label. And you're like, holy shit, this is life changing.
Just 200 grand.
Yeah, 200 grand, and then they blow up. They're making
Yeah.
fucking millions, but they're only making it for the label, and they're making 200 grand a year. But I mean, that's still good pay, but you know, it gets you out the hood and shit. But that's the
not
thing
when
about
you live
music.
that lifestyle though.
That's that music. Yeah, you're right. All right. Any last notes? I'm gonna let you pick. Any last topics? Anything you want to guys talk
I
about?
have a gift for you.
Oh, you have a
For
gift?
a gift.
Holy shit!
I was
I'm gonna fucking come.
He was like trying to roll to this podcast. I was like, yeah, but I gotta finish something quick. So that's why we
Dude, if this is a piece of art, I'm gonna frame
I
this shit.
screen printed today.
Holy
That's one of my
fuck!
first
This is
prints,
sick.
too.
Can you sign this?
Yeah, of course.
Before I hang it?
Yeah.
This is sick as fuck. Thank you, man. This is gonna go on that wall. Saw that wall of like all the
Yeah,
art.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
word.
gonna put this here for
Word,
sure.
word.
That's sick. When was this piece made? Today?
That was like, fuck, what time is it? 6?
This literally, legitimately looks like an album cover or a tattoo. Again, like this is your art is just so perfect for that. Like I don't even know what the style of it's called. It's like
Cool.
yeah. It reminds me of those like when you watch a early 2000s movie about high school and like in the intro of the movie there's like the like I don't know, it's like locker room drawings. It's like all in black and it's like all like little pieces like this and it all meshes together. That's what it reminds me of personally. It's so sick. And not a lot of people do it, which is why I like it so much. Thank you, man. This is awesome.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Of course, bro.
That's sick. And also, thank you for performing. You're the first performer on the podcast to
That's
perform
awesome.
live. I think that's fucking sick. Hopefully the first of many. I have this guy who, Hansel, who's like a very talented like singer, like R&B type rapper singer. I want him to perform on here too. Like I think that'd be nuts. All right, I'm gonna get you to sign this. But any last topics, guys? Shout out your guys' socials.
Official Noah Daniel Music on Instagram.
Yeah, wear bath.
I love that. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. See you guys next week. Peace.